Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 213. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Swifties back in the building. Welcome back, SLAC family.
Welcome back. What it do? We got a couple of our SLAC family in the building already. Y'all know the deal. Unc, hello from Texas. Moms, what's good? Hi, guys. And Pops, good evening. Thank you guys for being here and everybody for tuning in. Whether you're tuning in live or later, we love the comments. We appreciate y'all being a part of the show. We really want you guys to help us drive the content we bring because we're here for y'all and obviously for ourselves too to talk sports and to talk about our favorite pastime. So that's what it is. But before we get straight to it, I do want to do a quick check-in with my brother Strizzy. So Strizzy, tell me how you doing? How you feeling this weekend or after this weekend?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. So I'm in the room right now. I got a little bit of a headache, so I'm trying to stay away from as much light as possible. But you know what it is, the fun don't stop, man. Got to kick it with you last week. We hit the golf range a little bit, so that was a really good time, fun out there. So anytime I get to rock out with my boy, it's all it brightens up your boy week. So man, what about you? How you feeling?
Same, man. Been very busy, but lots of good things, lots of quality time, including the time I got to spend with you the other day. Yeah, and it was dope. We definitely got to put some of the footage up of Strizzy hitting bombs and me hitting slices, dinks, dunks, any other type of thing you can think of. So, but no, that was good times for sure. And we're gonna have to do more of that. Absolutely. Let's see. We got Stephanie Washington in the building. Also, what's up? Thank you for being here. We got Kelly's checking in with a happy Tuesday as well. And yes, thank you guys all for being here. Pops is already on one of our topics we're definitely gonna hit on. But before we jump into our first topic, we got to round out the panel and add one more member to the show. It's our brother, Matt Marcus. What's good?
So, dog.
What up? Can y'all hear me, man?
Yeah.
I had some difficulties trying to get my camera on, but I don't know. We're going to do with this.
Oh, look straight. Sound straight.
Yeah. You got the nice background and everything. Looking real fly, my brother. You got the Astros cap. That's what's up. Got a rep. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. Let me fire up our first topic, and we're gonna go straight to the scoreboard with this one. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL talk. Let's get it. A couple of games I definitely want to address out the gate and get your guys' opinions on. And Slackers, let us know what games you want us to touch on as well. But here goes the complete scoreboard for this weekend's NFL games. And I definitely got to talk about the Cowboys. With us, with the Cardinals being the hometown team and us being Cowboys fans, I'm so glad that I didn't go to this game. But Pops and I, we did consider going. But this one smelled fishy from the beginning, and the Cowboys just got behind early, looked bad on defense, special teams, and on offense. Of course, Dak throws the late pick. At that point, it really is inconsequential, but I get that too. But yeah, just all in all, a stinker from the Cowboys. And after starting off so strong, I guess it was like they were kind of due for this. But Marcus, what were your thoughts on the Cowboys Cardinals game?
I went to the game. I was there, and I couldn't really. I could have. He don't care. My buddy played for the Cardinals. He gave me tickets, get some good seats. So I could have wore my stuff, but I didn't wear anything. I wore all black. But just like it was a home game for the Cowboys. It was a bunch of us in there. But we never had a chance to kind of like take over like we could have, like we were itching to get there. I knew something was up the first play when Michael Parsons got in real quick and then Dobbs ran right past him for the big gain.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going? Like, what are you doing? Like, that's technique. That's high school stuff. Like, I have to do that. But Dan Quinn, I think Dan Quinn called a bad game, and I think McCarthy called a bad game too. They weren't clicking. Like, I think when they came in the game, like everybody knew they was gonna win the game. So they came in thinking like, oh, this is gonna be an easy game for us. But when you think like that, it should be another plan B. Like, okay, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We should do this to win the game because either way, we play bad. We should still beat them, though. That's how it should have been.
Right.
So it just the vibe wasn't there. The play calling, like he was he was doing before. Like McCarthy was different. Like it wasn't like I don't know. He just to me he don't want to force feed somebody. But CD they couldn't do that with him. Force feed him so he can get the win. Like you know what I'm saying. The play call we could get the field goal. We went for it on 4th down. We weren't doing well the whole game. So why not get the points? Get the points so it'll be easier on your team down the stretch. But I know it's gonna come back and bite us. You know. And then we were down 12 and he called like 5 running plays. We on 20-yard line. What are we doing? We down 12. Like we need to score quick, get the ball back. So I didn't get that part, but I had a feeling we was gonna lose that game going to the game. I just felt like the Cardinals had our number. Like I think the last 5 times we played them, we haven't beat them.
Right. So the vibe was off. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of overreacted a little bit. I'm like, oh, we gotta win this game. We still could. We still okay. I think this game's gonna be a game that we gotta get focused back. Like we don't play like we're supposed to play. We're gonna lose a game like this, you know.
Right.
So I overreacted a little bit. I was like, oh, leaving the game was terrible. Like the guys talking crazy. It was a Super Bowl for them, you know. So it was just kind of weird, but I was just hurt, man. I'm like, I went to this game. I wanted to win this game, and we didn't win. So it was just weird. I'm sorry I went a little long, but it was just
hey, get your feelings out, Brad. Get your feelings out, man.
We're here for you.
The whole thing, like I said, being there, like it was so many Cowboys fans there, and we were ready to go crazy, and you just couldn't get going, you know. So and that one more thing too, we missed Dalton Schultz and we missed Zeke that game. I think we had both of those in the situation we were in, like at the goal line. They would have helped us out a little bit more. I think, and missing those 3 offensive linemen too hurt us too. But I missed Zeke that game. I think Zeke would have kind of helped us out at line time.
No, I feel you on that one. We were definitely missing that type of a punch. And I agree. The play calling was off. I kind of felt fishy going into this game too, because we've seen it firsthand before. You know, the Cowboys struggle with the Cardinals for whatever reason. So I was kind of feeling weird about it too. And just from the way it started, it was just looking all bad. So I agree with you, though. I think it's a great lesson learned. It's like, hey, you know, you have to prepare. There's no such thing as a walkover in the NFL. You always have to prepare for your opponent and know what you're doing and have a good plan. And I feel like they were just like, they had maybe one plan, and then they were just like, oh, we'll figure it out. You know, that's why they kept going for it, just more arrogant. Like, we're going to win. There's no, you know, we're better. Being better doesn't matter if you don't play right. So
I was looking on the side. I'm like, do I see Killer Moore? Because it seemed like Killer Moore was there. I was looking for him. Like, where is he? Why is he here?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny too. It's like with this game too. I feel like it's 2 things. One, I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, I think they kind of underestimated the Cardinals in a sense. Like you said, like they walked in like, no way we lose this game. You know what I'm saying? But I think on the flip side, I think the Cardinals too. Like people don't realize that there's a really big rivalry between the Cardinals and the Cowboys, and it's not necessarily a game rivalry. It's a fan rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Like Marcus said, like there's so many Cowboy fans living in Arizona. Like you think it was a home game for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Cardinals and the fans kind of take that a little to heart. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if the Cardinals win any game, it was going to be this one. You know what I'm saying? So it just nothing was going right for the Cowboys this game. I even put money on the end time game. I was like, they're going to come back and win somehow. And it didn't happen, so I was like, it surprised me big time. I was super surprised.
I thought we was gonna win the whole game, even though we were down. Like, okay, we're gonna win this game. I said, the way we're gonna win, I don't like how we're gonna win, but I knew we was gonna win that game. I just knew it. But it just both sides of the ball, every matchup, we were better at every position. We were better at everything, and we still lost the game. So Rondell Moore, I don't think he scored his whole career, but he gets a toss. He goes up the middle and just no untouched. It was just. Hollywood Brown, like Hollywood Brown from Oklahoma out there. I was just like,
I know. Man ain't done nothing in the NFL, and he all of a sudden he's out here hooping.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. It does happen. And yeah, being around, of course, being out here, you know, we got to feel that sting a little bit more. But hopefully the Cowboys
calls and so many text messages. It just
it's ridiculous. But yeah, for sure. Hopefully the Cowboys can get back on track. They're coming up against New England, a really good defense next week. So that's going to be a good matchup for sure. We got to talk about the Dolphins going up on the Broncos 70-20 and having the chance to kick the field goal late to set the all-time record. And they didn't kick it. Like at that point, why not just kick it? Like, you know, it's not like you're showing class at that point. You already put 70 on your head. So, I mean, I don't know. But that was crazy. We knew the offense was impressive, but I was surprised by that for sure. And
I was at the game, and I looked at the scoreboard. I'm like, I said, it must have did a miss print on there. That's got to be wrong. And somebody said, "You said dog." I said, "That's wrong." I looked at my phone, I'm like, They really. So I went to the stats. I'm like, who scored that many points? Because Tua only had 3 touchdowns. I was like, where did these points come from? But the running backs,
Rookie and Mostert, yeah.
I'm like, what the heck, man? It was crazy.
Right now, they look unstoppable offensively.
I know, and they have a tough game coming up too for next week against the Bills. So I don't know. We'll have to ask. I want to ask about them a little bit more in a second. What we really think about the Dolphins, but some other surprising ones: the Texans, Jags, and CJ Stroud looking good. Like CJ Stroud doing his thing.
Yep.
And still has no interceptions through 3 games, and is one of the leading passers in yardage at least so far in the league. Jags might not be as good as we thought, or what? Was this a trap game for them? I don't know.
But now I would say trap game. You lost big, so it's just like the way you lost the game. Like
there's no excuses either. We talked about last year, right? When we talked about like this is going to be kind of his year as quarterback wise. It's like you have weapons now, right? And this is before you got Calvin Ridley.
Yeah,
and they made the playoffs, had the huge comeback against the Chargers, right? They get to the second round of the playoffs. Now you come back out this year. I think now you're 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Like you get smacked by the Chiefs, and you end up getting smacked by the Texans, rookie quarterback, and you got Calvin Ridley this year. Like we might have jumped the gun on this team a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know if it's there.
You got a good running back. It's still early though. I think, like I said, that might be a game that's gonna help them out too to get that stuff on track. It should in a way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that is a division opponent, so they might have had a sneaky plan for them.
Yeah. The Colts.
The Colts, that was a good one. And they were pretty much like handling that game from the beginning, and the Ravens kind of came back to tie it and then lost in overtime. And the Ravens had the ball in overtime too. I'm like, kind of another situation where I'm like, oh, the Ravens are gonna win. Like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But the Colts, man, Gardner Minshew is definitely a veteran, so he stepped in there for the rookie, no problem, and they still have a solid team. So I just wonder what's going to happen when they get Jonathan Taylor back. Like, are they going to be using him, or is he still going to be trying to get traded, or what's happening with that? So
yeah, Ravens are in trouble too. I saw something like a meme. It wasn't a meme. It just had like all of their injuries so far for the year already. Dog, they're missing like all starters on
same as last year
and the defensive line. I mean, not lines, just offense and defense in general. They're missing everybody. Like Lamar's still out there just trying to do his best, but I'm like, God dang, like y'all missing everybody out. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's and like Marcus, you were saying, like that's 2 years in a row now for the Ravens. Yeah. They just can never stay healthy for whatever reason. So
not even a little bit.
Yeah. I was impressed by the Browns. This was probably Watson's best game as a Brown. Finally got the offense on track, and the defense has been stout pretty much. Like honestly, even in their loss last week, there was only like those offensive turnovers that turned into touchdowns. So the defense,
the number one defense in the league right now.
Yeah. So I kind of like where they're at. The Commanders fell back to earth they got stomped by the Bills.
Yeah.
Are the Packers 3-0?
No.
So they're 2-1 now because they did end up losing to Atlanta. They lost to Atlanta by 1 last week. So they've been in a lot of close games so far. Yeah.
He don't look bad though. Jordan don't look bad.
Yeah, he looked great in that fourth quarter. He looked phenomenal in that fourth quarter.
Yeah. I think that in their division, they might not be, like they might be just fine. Like everybody expected them to fall off in their division. But hey,
they play the Lions at home this Thursday.
That's a good matchup. Yeah.
Honestly, it's funny. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers. I was complaining about his receivers. The receivers really didn't help him out in that game. Like they dropped a lot of balls. I think it was Reed. He had an easy read on a linebacker, one-on-one on linebacker, and he should have basically ran a go route. Instead, he stopped on the original hitch route. And Jordan Love saw it. He was like barbecue chicken, and the receiver didn't. Like, I don't know. As a receiver, that's what you're supposed to do. And he didn't do it. And Jordan Love was pissed, man. You should see his face. He was hot. He was like, dog, that's a touchdown. Easy. What are you doing? Like, he was so pissed. And they needed that too. So they still got the victory. But man, it's nice to see Jordan Love that angry that early, because it shows he's like, no,
he knows what's going on.
Yeah, like I'm trying to win. Like you got to know that, dog. Like you got to run that route.
Yeah.
But he looks good so far. I'm liking it.
Yeah, most definitely. I am liking it too. I'm kind of happy. I've never been a Packers fan. I'm not a Packers fan, but I want him to do well.
Right,
just him
exactly.
Stepping into that situation. So, The Steelers got another victory, basically behind their defense only, which is pretty crazy. But they found another way to win. And then the Eagles, they look like good still, but they look like they're not even playing their best either, and they're 3-0. So
I
that's
know.
kind of scary to me.
You know what's crazy with the Eagles too? I saw that they were in a trade talk to the Cardinals for Budda Baker. Their only weakness right now is their secondary. You know what I'm saying? And that defensive line and linebacker core looks crazy, man. Carter and other kid from
Carter looks
Georgia
great,
too.
man.
Wow,
Carter
that line is
And
humongous,
Davis,
bro. They're huge. So once they get going and figure things out, for sure, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not looking forward to that. Cowboys need to get their stuff together. Unk said he got an Anthony Richardson rookie and a Drake London. That's what's up. Some new cards. And I did want to say thank you, Unk, for the cards you sent. Really appreciate that. That's much
Thank you
love.
so much, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, added those to the collection, so we appreciate you on that. Anthony Weston is talking about which former MVP. We definitely got to talk about that. The Bears Chiefs game. The Chiefs did their thing, but really the Chiefs defense has been impressive all year. Only giving up 2 touchdowns.
Defense, don't they, Ant?
Yeah, exactly. I think they do.
I think they have a top 5 defense, let alone top 10. I think it's top 5.
Only 2 touchdowns given up so far, basically, and this week was basically in garbage time. So
exactly.
That's kind of good for the Chiefs though, because they finally do have a defense to go with that offense for sure.
Yep.
All right, let's move on from here. Let's do our little exercise again. We had all the undefeated and all the winless teams last week. Now there's only 3 undefeated teams left in the NFL. And I'm looking at this, and by the performances, the Dolphins, they look pretty strong, but I still don't know. Would you say that they're the best out of that group of 3? I want y'all's opinion and the Slackers on that.
Yes.
Right now they are. They are right now.
No, look, here's the thing with the Dolphins. Like we talked about how good they looked last year before Tua had all the concussion issues, right? Like, so really it just really hems on can they stay healthy? But I don't think even with as good as the San Francisco and Eagles defenses are compared to, say, the Dolphins defense, I don't think their offenses can hang. I don't think any offense can hang right now. And I think that right now I got Dolphins in the Super Bowl right now against one of those 2 teams.
Dang, that's what's up. I can see. I mean, it is early, and I can see where you're coming from. It's like they score basically every time they get the ball,
Yep.
or a vast majority. So they do look scary, but it's just like in the winter, like you said, the health. Like, are they going to slow down at some point with this only being 3 weeks in?
Right.
So we'll see. But I think that they are looking good though, and that coaching. I mean, they can just continue to get people open, and they got so much speed. So that is scary.
Dude, I in fantasy wise, right? I stashed Arcane, the rookie running back that they have. I stashed him in both my leagues because I knew once he got his opportunity, he was going to be nasty. And his first game, he comes and puts up, what I'm saying, 4 or 5 touchdowns or whatever it was.
Yeah,
crazy rushing day, great receiving day. They're going to be using him a lot going forward.
Most definitely. Yeah. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go with you guys. I guess it is the Dolphins for right now until we see a little bit more. Kelly's here with the Go Niners for sure. That's her squad, and they are looking really good too. But just that they have that great balance as well.
Yeah.
Broncos and Bears. So going over the other side, which is the worst of these teams now that's left winless? I would like to know. The Broncos and Bears are playing next weekend. And so at least one of them is going to have to win, unless, like Unk says, unless they tie, which would be too funny if they just stay winless like that. Which I don't know who we think is like maybe the worst team in the league. Like, is it the Broncos? Is it Sean Payton in his return, or what?
It is to me. And the only reason why, because it's like neither one is right. But like opinion wise, I do say it's the Broncos only because when you look at coaching staff and who the Broncos have at quarterback, who they have at wide receiver, I love DJ Moore. He's to me, DJ Moore is better than Judy and Sutton, but Judy and Sutton is better than any 1-2 punch the Bears have. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I
feel like from a standpoint of like who you expect to not be 0-3 and looking this bad, it's the Broncos. You still kind of, I love Fields, but this might be his last year. I think Bears might be looking to tank for Caleb Williams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, because I really like Justin Fields, but it's just not looking good, man.
Yeah.
Broncos players basically in tears every time they in the locker room now. They were here doing interviews and stuff. Everybody, they crying.
I don't know what to think about. I feel bad for Coach Payton, man. They're not doing good, man. So
Right?
it just, I thought he would make a turn by now. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not a defensive coach, but just the offense and Russell Wilson, I thought he would like do something. He's not doing anything. I don't think it's gonna get any better, especially in that division they got too. So,
likewise, the same thing.
That's true. They haven't even really gotten into their division schedule yet, which is really tough. So, I that does suck for Sean Payton. He's like, I came out the booth for this. Like, it's a lot of work to be out there. But it's also like a little bit of karma on him because he was talking trash about Nathaniel Hackett and being like, oh, that was the worst coaching job. So I'm like, well, let's see what you got then, because that's a little bit of like he kind of put that out there for me. He wasn't saying like, oh, this is a bad team or we don't have the pieces we need. So I don't know. But going to the comments, Anthony West says, wait till November when it's cold outside regarding Miami. Pop says 49ers, the best of the undefeated. Stephanie Washington, I feel so bad for Russell Wilson. Yeah, it is bad. Unc says they should refund his salary. Oh, man. Let's see. Don't the Panthers play the Vikings this weekend too? Oh, yeah, that's right.
We still going to lose unless Justin Jefferson's out because he got hurt. But well, I think it's just cramps, so I think he's all right. But
yeah,
we gonna lose.
Yeah, so that's funny though that two of those, at least all four of the winless teams are gonna go against each other. So that's interesting. But yeah, the Vikings is still surprising as good as they are to be down there, but I guess it just is what it is on that one. We got to talk about this, a little bit of news, not too much news, but this one is kind of sad. Like, I'm interested to see what happens with this, but I don't know if you guys heard about Chandler Jones. He's like been going back and forth. He was on the non-football injury list from the beginning of camp, basically, and then he beginning of the season, and then he sent out some tweets about basically like they were like, I don't know, attacking his character and different things, and then apparently like he was taken away, and they said that there was like because of his own safety. So that's just like a crazy story to me, but I don't know what's going on with that. I just hope everything's cool with him.
Yeah,
he's always not to talk about him, but he always been like a kind of a weird type of guy, and it could be like a mental type of thing, mental illness he might have. It's just how you do things. Because even though we can blame, anytime you blaming somebody else, not yourself, on some things, it is what it is. So I don't think that the organization will mess up with a player like him. He's a great asset to their team, so they're not going to jeopardize that. So they know something we don't know, and them not talking about it, and him come out, it make them like they're a bad guy, but they're an organization. They know not to taste too much, but he's coming out saying a lot. They let him do what he want to do. But I think he hurt himself instead of hurting the team. So he just got to get himself together. I think it might be kind of more mental than anything.
Yeah, I agree, and that is like that is a great point. Is like the Raiders have been like really straightforward about like not saying anything about it, and like it's a personal matter, this or that. But it's very interesting, like some of the things that he's been coming out with. So
yeah.
But yeah, I just hope everything is good with him. I hope he's okay. But
I think he came to the Cowboy. I think he's playing right now. I don't think he's going through that kind of stuff. So it just depends where you at. Yeah.
Yeah. Got you. All right. I want to welcome Grace to the show.
Grace,
welcome in. Thank you for jumping on. Anthony West says Sean Payton should have waited for the Chargers job. Dang. That's true, though. He
waited for the Cowboy job. That's what he should have done.
True. That's what he was supposed to have done. Come full circle from all that time. But no, the last football story, or one of the last football stories, definitely want to talk about this weekend was the big buzz of Taylor Swift.
And
yeah, like Taylor Swift. Ant said, what did he say earlier?
The
Swift
jersey sales up 400% or something like that.
Oh yeah, Pops would say that. That was so crazy though. And then he also got the hashtag. Anthony West got the Swiftie Kingdom hashtag. But yeah, it is crazy the attention that basically the NFL is getting, like, because we understand, like, the NFL is really big for us, but all these people are like coming out, all the Swifties and stuff coming out, like, who's Travis Kelce and all this stuff, and getting attention to the NFL is kind of crazy. But there she is in the booth with moms this weekend. But it's like, is it? But I don't know. I'm like, is it that serious? Because to me, I was gonna see what y'all think, but I just think this is a great PR stunt. Like, honestly, just think they're like, oh, let people talk, let people say whatever, and just kind of giving people like what they want, just to show like that kind of sway. Which is like, I don't know why it's such a big deal, but they were talking about it the whole Sunday. So
yeah, it's the whole thing. If you look at the viral thing that went and they was in the back walking together, they wasn't holding hands, they wasn't hugged up. You know what I'm saying? So. And then if you know Kelce, like Anthony know Kelce, I don't think Taylor Swift is even his type. You know, like the people who he been with before. I'm not gonna say, but he been with other people before her, and it don't line up how way he is. So I don't think they're gonna be together. I think it's just they kind of maybe they gonna try it, but I don't think it'll work out. I think it'll be like Romo and Jessica Simpson type of thing. Like it looks good, sounds good, but it won't work at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, and Kelly agrees. She's like totally PR. But I think for them, it's like fun, I guess, just to mess with people. But, maybe she'll get some more tour sales. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the jersey sales. So that's what's up. But that was crazy.
His Instagram account went up to like 3.2 million because of that, too.
That's crazy. Anthony Weston, I love it. She's allowed as long as we're winning.
Right.
And Pops coming with that. They left the game together. Yeah, apparently they
Let's just say if I see him with Nicki Minaj walking there, I could believe more than Taylor Swift. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Got you. Unc says Kyle Pitts has to get out of Atlanta.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's so talented, but maybe we'll see. I don't know. There was actually trade rumors about him already.
Yeah.
Pops, in regards to the Chandler Jones, how can they kidnap a man and inject him, no matter what he's done? Hope the full truth comes out. And I agree too. Like, I'm just like, dang, that's crazy. But I mean, of course, there's three sides to every story, but hopefully we'll learn more about what's going on or what's happened. But I just hope he's all good.
Anthony Sampson, I don't know what happened with Brittany, man. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Take some attention. Oh, I don't know. Like, I guess she was getting attention from. I heard that when they did that quarterback series, that people were like kind of hating on her, Mahomes' wife.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Next up, though, just want to remind everybody that we do have Secure the Bag coming on Thursday. We'll be making our picks again. And if you guys want to participate in that, hit our link in bio or go to saylikeachamp.com and join our Pick'em League. And now to announce the winner of week 3, we got Earthly in the building, a.k.a. Freedom's very own.
That's a good one. 13-3. That's pretty good.
This is, check this out. He missed the Cowboys. So that one, he should have got that one. Yeah. And then he missed the Ravens, which that's another one.
Yeah, that's another one.
And then he missed Jacksonville, Texas.
No way. He could have went all the way.
That was like, man, he was on it, man. Great job, Earthly. You were on it.
We gonna give you a gentleman 6-0 on that one, man. You 6-0, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Gentleman sweep.
Like a gentleman sweep. Because
those three definitely gonna give you that one, dog.
I don't think anybody missed those 3. Oh, no. One of them, sorry, it wasn't the Ravens, Colts. It was the Cowboys, Cardinals. That was the other one. And I think only one person.
You said that?
I did say that one? Okay.
Yeah.
But that was the only one that picked that one was Grace, actually. It was the only one that picked the Cardinals. So
Grace, you did what?
She's a Cardinal fan, dog. That's her team.
Yeah, she does it regardless.
You gotta have one thing wrong with a perfect person. You gotta have something. I got it.
There's always
one.
Exactly.
I got it. You can't get everything right.
Okay. Right. But but congratulations, Earthly in the building. Thank you for joining us as always and supporting. And we got a Super Bowl square coming your way. So congrats. And those are running in. Grace says, "Oh, I see you're still in Destiny's picks." So he's getting them from somewhere. So we gotta figure out what's going on with that. But Super Bowl square coming your way. And don't forget to get your picks in. We're gonna continue to keep this thing moving. And Anthony Weston, this is a perfect way to close it out. This definitely was not in the bingo card at all, but you know what it is. Cowboys, you got to expect the unexpected. So, all right, we're going to keep this thing moving into NBA talk. And we really don't got too much going on other than we're 1 month from tip off. So that's very exciting. I was thinking we could do over the next couple of weeks, like a couple different reviews of like the movement that we've seen so far, kind of how, especially my Lakers have reloaded. Like I'm really excited to see that new look roster from them. But also, it's like I almost forget about Bradley Beal joining the Suns. We got CP3 on the Warriors. Like, I'm interested to see that. So lots of good stuff to look forward to. And we do have some new rumors about Damian Lillard that potentially Toronto is the front runner to grab him. So I wanted to hear what y'all think about that, especially Strizzy, that's your Heat. But what are you thinking? Do you think Toronto can make the move like that?
I think they definitely can. Honestly, as a Miami fan, I don't even want him no more. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Dame. I love him to death. I love to have him. It's just my thing is the only way I'd want him at this point is if they just take him for like 3 to 4 first-round picks. Like, that's it. Like he's an aging superstar. He's 33 years old. Like, the ask from Portland is too much. They want like all your assets and 4 first-round picks. It's like, dog, that's like. I think the whole Rudy Gobert thing is kind of, lingering in the wind. Like, teams aren't going to do that anymore. That's not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, unless they're just like, all right, you know what, we'll take the picks, like, move on from the Dame trade.
I feel you. And it's unfortunate, how that tide can turn so quickly.
Yeah.
From like, you wanting that and like being like, okay, let's make it happen to like, okay, it's too much. Yeah. So I do think though Pat Riley's an OG. I think he tried to flex and it didn't work. He's like, all right, cool, then forget it,
Yeah. So what happens? Like, all right, bet.
Yeah. So I see that. But we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, Toronto, I think they're trying to basically duplicate what they did with Kawhi, right? Because Kawhi is like, I'm going to the Clippers. Like, it don't matter. Well, that's where I'm gonna go. You can get me if you want, but it's a 1-year rental. That's where I'm going there. Yeah. And like they got a championship out of it still. So that was worth it to them. I think that they're looking at Dame like, hey, we can do the same thing with him. Maybe ball out this season, maybe make a run, and then who knows what happens. So I just don't know if they're that good, though, with just adding Dame. So I don't know.
You're going way to Canada, too, man. So,
yeah, like that is far. Like, I always wanted to go to Toronto, though. One day soon, I'm going to go because I got to finish my baseball thing. But
true.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty nice up there, but I feel like he'd be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Ugg said Tyler Hero, but see, that's the thing. I think they probably already put him in the trade package with a bunch of picks, and they were wanting more, so they were like, forget it.
Yeah, he's kind of been on the trading block, and I think that at this point now he's still on the trading block, but I think it's just to bring in more assets for the team.
Gotcha. That sucks, man. Hero's supposed to be that guy.
Yeah, he's pooping.
Yeah. I guess you gotta sell high too.
He didn't fall off once he became a starter. A lot of these dudes get paid, and all of a sudden they don't perform the same way. And he averaged 26 and 5. You know what I mean? So I'm with that as the third option. So yeah, it'll suck to see him go. So yeah, hopefully they get some good stuff back for him.
Or maybe he stays, But we'll see. Training camps open basically next week. October 3rd, I think, is media day for most teams. So that's when you'll see everybody coming in the new jerseys and the fresh fits with their haircuts and everything, getting the pictures. And then the next day is usually when practice starts. So we're really close to that. And I do think that maybe some of these bigger trades that are still left will get done before that, because they definitely were going to want them involved in that rollout and involved in the first practices. So we'll be seeing what's up with that real soon. We got the WNBA is progressing. We got the oh dang, my bad. My mouse is extra touchy lately. But we got the Aces moving forward. We know Stephanie Washington is rooting for them. I'm rooting for them as well. And then the Liberty and the Sun going against each other, who two of the top MVP candidates in that series. But the Connecticut Sun are leading that series so far. So I'm kind of rooting for them in an upset. But I did want to talk about the MVP, Breanna Stewart. It was announced today that she won the MVP. And it was a close race with Alyssa Thomas. But cool note about Breanna Stewart, Strizzy and I actually saw her very first ever WNBA game together. Yeah. We randomly got invited to the WNBA game, and we had the sweet tickets. It was super dope, and that was her first game ever. But now this is her second MVP, and it's crazy how time flies, since it's already been that long since we saw her coming in. But
it's crazy.
But I was going to talk about, too, the Alyssa Thomas, the MVP. She was second in the voting, but she got more first place votes. At the bottom, you see their first place, second place, and third place votes that each player got. And so I was wondering, are y'all with this? Because I think this is kind of silly. If she got 33 votes for first place, why wouldn't she just be first place?
Yeah, I didn't really understand it either.
Okay,
I
cool.
think they were basing it off of the Liberty's record, a little bit, you know what I mean, and how they've been doing. But I feel like 23 first place votes because that's how you win, right?
Well, it's weird. It's like, but yeah, it's like there's some point value assigned to like first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place votes. But I'm like, why are you even voting for that? Like, why not just vote for first place? Like, why we gotta have
straight up
the whole tally down? So I don't know. But anyways, though, shout out to Breonna Stewart. But Alyssa Thomas might win the series, and I'm sure that'll be more important to her than the trophy.
For sure.
Anthony Weston says, want to see Sabrina get a ring, love her passion. She's super dope. And apparently her shoes are doing really well. She's got a unisex basketball shoe. Like it can be either way or whatever.
I'm good.
Apparently it's doing pretty dope.
I'm good.
I'm not surprised on that one. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. That's girl shoes.
I feel it. It's kind of. It is kind of
unisex. She can't do unisex. It's girl shoes.
It is kind of different, like seeing them like as the Sabrina ones or whatever. But
if I see any y'all on here with them Sabrinas on, I'm gonna get you.
Oh man,
you gotta worry about me.
We got here first.
Do want to welcome Mama D to the show though. She said hi guys and the pinky hand waving. That's what's up.
That?
Welcome to the. I don't know. It's weird that I don't know if it shows up like that on y'all's too, but. It's just spelled out on there. I don't know. She's got the advanced emoji. She's got the emojis is too good for StreamYard yet. But I agree with Stephanie. I think the Aces are taking it, and Ajaya Wilson, she's the best out of all three, but she ended up third place for the MVP. But I thought that's who was going to win the MVP.
She got a back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, but I felt like she should have been MVP this year.
Yeah. Anthony Weston, Marcus, he has a question for you. You wouldn't rock Cynthia Cooper's?
I'll buy them. So I said I had them, but I'm not wearing them.
Gotcha.
Share swoops too. And Tilden Thompson, I will buy them, but you ain't gonna see me having them.
Swoops. Gotcha. But you rarely wear your shoes, anyways. Though, are you starting to rock more? So yeah, so.
No, they still not wearing or.
Yeah, mine are the same way. I'm like, but I'm ready to let go. So it's time. We're moving on. And so what else do we got here? We do have other sports. I was going to talk about the playoff races. We're basically down to the end of MLB. Actually, the playoffs start next Tuesday. So during episode 214 will be the first round of the playoffs. But we got the Astros in there right behind the Blue Jays as heavy favorites to make it into those final two wildcard spots. Also, the Rangers are up there in this one, but this is technically their chance to make the playoffs. But it looks like they're going to win the division, and then Houston will go in as a wild card. But Houston is playing Seattle tonight, and that is a very close race. Seattle can kind of sneak up on them, but they're still like 2.5 games back with only like 4 games to play. So that would be really tough. So that's the AL side. On the NL side, we got the Phillies, who are definitely going to get in. They have a 5-game lead over the rest. And then we have the Diamondbacks and the Marlins are kind of fighting it out for those last 2 spots. The Cubs might get in. Strizzy, I know that's your squad. So
yeah.
They have an outside shot to get in. They're only a game and a half back, but it's really going to come down to a tight race over there. But shout out the hometown D-backs. They started off really hot, faltered in the whole middle of the season, but now they're getting back correct, and it looks like they're going to make the playoffs. So you never know.
They got a good chance?
Yeah, they got a good chance to make it. I think they will. And so this is kind of what the matchups would look like going in. But it's so crazy in baseball that only 6 teams from each side make it in. So you have such a good chance to get to the World Series if you just simply make it in. But we'll see here some matchups there. But I really think even though the Astros going in as a wild card have a great chance to get back to the World Series, I'm kind of rooting for them. But it's funny that they just have such a problem with the Royals lately. And I know Anthony Weston is tuned into this, but the Royals actually swept the Astros this late in the season when the Royals have nothing to play for and lost 100 games. So very, very interesting there. But I think that they're going to do well. So that's our little quick baseball update. And I think that might be almost about it. Actually, we got college football. Do want to talk about the new rankings there. And the big game for the weekend, I had to put this one up there, man. The Oregon Duck, he came out ready with the shades on and everything. I love this dude. He's so funny, but he came out like this, ready for the Colorado Buffaloes. And that was sad to see Deion's squad go down like that. But if you see in the rankings, they fell from 19th to now unranked, and I don't think that was necessary because Oregon is a good team. I'm not really counting them totally done for the season, but they do have USC coming out, so it's just going to be a tough road for Prime and his boys, like we talked about. But still trying to build the right way. So, also you see up there Texas holding strong at number 3, but Marcus, I really think your Longhorns are probably the most complete maybe team. They're the most solid team. I feel like they've had the best performances and not really too much weaknesses. Georgia's looking good, but it's not the same Georgia.
I'm not gonna let you do that. Stop it. I'll stop it right there. I know you trying to be a good guy. We don't want to hear that right now, man. You know Georgia is Georgia, so we not doing that. Y'all complete. Y'all number 1 for a reason. Y'all gonna win 3 of them. Okay. So
I certainly hope you're right. We'll see, but I don't know. But Texas is up there, and I really want to see them continue to do well. It's so funny that all these teams are doing better. Like they're having their best years in their conference in some time, like right before the conferences are all about to switch. So that's pretty crazy to me. So we'll see. Anthony Weston, I know he's watching Mizzou very closely. They're looking pretty good. They got I think they're 4-0 now, and they're ranked for the first time, so they're looking pretty good. And he was alluding to Texas, Kansas this weekend, and so I did put up some of those bigger matchups over there. We got Texas, Kansas, Notre Dame, Duke, LSU, Mississippi, and then Utah, Oregon State. Those are the kind of the ranked games to watch this weekend. But yeah, definitely rooting for Texas over Kansas too. So
I think that USC game, Colorado, want to be a good game. People might not see. I thought it was going to be a blowout too, but I was at the game, the USC game, and I was like on the sideline sitting close up, man. Caleb Williams he's a great quarterback, man. He's really good, but I hope his attitude changes because he's a real diva, man. So
really?
I hope going to the NFL he changes that, but he got some growing up to do, man. So we'll see. But he's great though. I can't lie. That guy, he can play, man. I see why he getting paid that much money in college, man. But yeah. But they have a small team too, man. They done some small. I know I'm tall and everything. They have a small team, but I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna be I think they struggle with ASU. They might not be that team that we think they are. So I think that Colorado might be a good bounce back. They should lose the game, but I think it'll be a good bounce, get some confidence back for playing a ranked team like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would love if they could pull the upset on USC. That would be dope. But that's funny. You're walking around all looking down at them like, what is this?
Yeah, they small. The only guy who was big, I thought it was Jay Rice's son. He's a big guy. He's good too. He's really good.
That's what's up, though.
There's some small guys though. I got to see Rodney P on the sideline, was real cool. I got to see Michael Phelps was real cool on the sideline. He was there, even though he went to ASU, but I guess he coaches at SC now. I think he's a coach there. So those guys was good. I got to see Taylor Mays was on the side. He's a coach there too. So that some stars came out for that game because it's Arizona. They came out and show out, but it was a cool environment. ASU has a great intro, great get together. That they're how can I say it? They're I don't know the word to use. They're hyped, like their fireworks, their stadium stuff is A+, man. They do a great job. I just wish their play was like that too, but their whole environment, the environment of ASU is really good, man. I was very surprised to see that kind of stuff. I was very impressed. It was better than the Cardinals to me. So somebody doing something good there, but hopefully that their play can get a little better too.
I feel you. And these colleges, man, some of these colleges do go crazy with the intros and with the game day activities and all that stuff. So
what's going
that's
on
really dope.
Over here,
Anthony,
man?
Anthony Weston, what was he saying? People were saying Caleb Williams.
I said, ain't nobody saying that.
I don't know who's saying that. They
trolling.
He ain't close.
I like Caleb Williams. I got to see him in Oklahoma for a year with Lincoln Riley, but he's
good. He's great. He ain't no.
Yeah. And as much as I want to see them do well, you know what I'm saying, until Lincoln Riley starts investing in some defense, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I just wish he was more like Mahomes, because Mahomes came out. We didn't really know who he was. Like we know he was. Anthony always knew he was good. He always told me that. But he didn't come in like Caleb was coming in. This dude getting paid $8 million to play college ball. So he going to Heisman Trophy. So he's not really coming out of the mud like a Mahomes. Mahomes came out of nowhere, and just like became a
Mahomes
great
didn't even
quarterback.
start right away. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm
He
saying. So I
sat
don't
for a
think.
year.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't think Kelly Williams had that hunger yet. I can't talk about my own personally. I'm just saying from what I see. He got so much in college. I hope he don't be like, because you come from SC. He's very seldom a guy come out of that as a quarterback and do well because
right.
I think
Well,
Coleman to me might be the only one who sustained a long career. So
true.
it's hard to do that.
No, I feel it, and it's true when you're living that life on campus too, and especially now, even more
He's
so
not on campus. He got a penthouse. So
yeah, I'm sure they're coming in that rookie year is hard. They're like, dang, like I had it better, when I was a senior. So, and Kelly says ASU knows how to party. As an ASU grad, I'm sure she knows what we're talking about. So, that's funny though. Underrated is that Washington quarterback for sure. Like they're good. Actually, I think Washington is really like low key, like a scary team on here too. They're like a really good team if they can continue like to keep it going. Obviously, to late.
They were good last year too.
Yeah. Unk says, how are these kids receiving NIL money? So really, it just depends on their deals. Like some of them, they can go out and get their own deals. Some of the colleges have deals set up where they do get paid like weekly or bi-weekly, almost like a paycheck. But then other ones, like if you have a sponsorship, like you can get paid like however you negotiate it. So they're getting cashed out though. Like it's crazy. But it's kind of cool too because I'm like, this is kind of what we've wanted, and like it allows those kids that like will never make it in the NFL to at least profit off of like when they're at the prime of their career. Especially like if you're at some of these smaller schools where it's like you might not make it, but if you're the top guy there, like you're getting the deals or you're in the local car commercial or whatever. So that's really cool. But it is a little bit different where you're going to see like some of these people that are spoiled that are like, just like I'm good like this, or they get too comfortable making that money. So all kids qualify. It just depends on what type of a deal you get though. I'm asking like, do all the kids qualify or just the top names? But like some of them like have collectives. Like I know like Alabama has one where it's like they basically have like a pool of money to where like if you're on the team and you're on the roster and you play like, or not even you play, like you're on the roster and you make it through the year, like you're gonna get payments basically. So it's crazy on the payroll. All right, I think that's it though. Was there anything else you guys wanted to touch on or talk about today?
No, man, I think that's it, man.
Yeah.
And we did pretty good. Like, and there's nothing too much going on besides football, of course, NFL and college. We do have the Canelo fight is coming up this weekend, Canelo versus Charlo, but I don't know, man. I'm rooting for Charlo, but I'm not expecting anything. I think Canelo.
Which Charlo is it? What twin is it though? Is it the good one or they both good?
The good one. Jermel. Okay. I think it's Jermel. Which is the one that's been more active, not Jamal that had like kind of he stepped away for a little while. So
which one got slapped?
Jamal with the A, I think.
Okay, because I still don't sit well with me. Like you got slapped, you let him walk out. I don't like that. You should have been raising all kind of like. I'm just saying, it's me.
Yeah, his career might not have been the same ever since. So I don't know, but we'll see. I am rooting for. I don't know, kind of an upset, but maybe just a good fight. So we'll see. But we'll talk about that next week. But beyond that, I think we'll wrap it up right here. Definitely appreciate
the records, man.
Yeah, we are. Unless you guys want to play a game, we can try a game.
We all got time for one game before we wrap it up.
Okay, we'll do a better game than last time though. We might have to do
too easy. That game was way too easy.
Yeah. So let me see real quick. Because I did find another game. If I pull this up, it's pretty dope. All right, can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like called the Immaculate Grid, and I think we're really gonna need Anthony Wesson's help, Strizzy, your help, because we got a couple of your teams on here. But basically for this, what we got to do is we got to fill the box with a player from that team. So like we got to figure out a player that played for the Panthers and the Cardinals. We got to figure out a player that played for the Panthers that had a 1,000-yard receiving season. Kind of like Steve Smith. Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Steve Smith Sr. Nice.
We can put Tim Brown on there. It's easy.
Right here for the Raiders?
Tim Brown, yeah. And then Tyreek Hill,
Oh, nice. Okay, so we got the 1,000-yard receivers easy. Now this is going to be the hard part, the overlapping players. But yeah, basically this grid thing is pretty cool. But I tried it one time, and they do a different one like every day. But I tried it one time, and I was like, man, I couldn't figure it out. So.
Didn't the cornerback, is it Tillman? Did he play for the Bears and the Panthers? The cornerback Tillman?
Oh, Tillman? Charles Tillman?
Did he really?
I think
I
so.
don't know his first name. I remember last name. He's the guy who had the dreads. He's always hit
the
ball.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. He played for the Bears too. Yeah.
I don't know his first name. I don't think it was Charles. Was it?
Robbie Chosen, AZ in Carolina. That's a good one. He did.
True.
We'll put that one.
DJ Moore.
Oh yeah, we could do DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Oh yeah. Bears. Okay, got you.
So yeah, we'll put that one. We know that one for sure, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is wrong.
No, he changed his name, right? That's the right one.
Okay.
That's him.
There was 2 DJ Moores. Okay, Chiefs and Chiefs, here we go. This is Chandler Jones. He played for the
yep, Chandler Jones.
True.
We just talked about him, unfortunately. The Raiders and the Bears. Oh, who was their defensive lineman that they
damn, the big Khalil Mack.
Yes. Okay, we're getting there. I think we're all right so far, but that's the thing. You only get 9 guesses. There's 9 boxes, so if we guess wrong, that's it, basically.
Dang, Chiefs and Bears.
Oh, Byron Pringle.
He should know that. He gonna let him answer the last 2.
Okay, Khalil Mack too.
KC in Arizona. The Badger, Honey Badger.
Oh yeah,
we already got that one though, right?
No,
not yet. Tyron.
Okay. Yeah, Tyron Matthew.
Yeah, I was like, how do you say his name? I'm not spelling it right. Hold on.
Is he still playing with the Saints right now?
He's still with the Saints. Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, and then Chiefs and Bears, Byron Pringle. Dang, we did good.
Nice.
Boom. Immaculate. We got all 7. Rarity score. It's 430. Oh, I wonder. I don't know what the rarity part is. Maybe it's just like if we pick the same thing other people picked or something.
Yeah.
That's gangster, though. We did it.
That's tight.
Average score 6.2. Dang, look at these are all the possible answers, though. That's a lot of different players. We could only think of one.
Crazy. Damn, 83 for Raiders and Cardinals. That's not too crazy. They're so close to one another. That's not too crazy.
Oh, wow. This said this is the most popular players. Oh, we missed Devontae Adams for the Raiders.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Devontae Adams, but you guys grabbed him before I could say him.
That's cool, though. That's pretty tight, though.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up. And we still setting records, but we got through that whole game. That was fun because I tried it one time, and I was like, I can't figure this out. I was like, I can't think of nobody. So that's what's up, though. All right, cool. So we'll shut it down there. Thank you guys, chat, for helping us out with that. And yeah, we'll leave it right there, but we'll kind of test our knowledge like that. That's really cool.
That's fun.
We'll be back Thursday for Secure the Bag. We'll be making our week 4 picks for the NFL schedule and bringing you some more locks. And then we'll be back next Tuesday for episode 214 of The Big Show. But until then, we will see y'all later. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Striz.
Taco Tuesday. Get you some tacos, man.
Get it.